Alright, pow, good morning, good day, good evening, and good FOMO MFC meeting. We're going to have a banger today. So today all we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at volatility, and we're going to go from the 21 day down to the 1 minute on XRP USDT. That is a little bit close. And from there what we will do is get a general direction for our markets. What we want to know is where the new monthly mean has printed for February, because that's going to be a base, alright, for all assets. So I'll get into them in the coming hours as well. So what we're just going to observe is any breaks outside of this usually sets it for a good new trend. So if it breaks out, it sets for a new trend. Consolidates, breaks out, sets for a new trend. Negative drift, breaks out, gets hung up. It wants to be at this line when it looks for a new trend. So this is on 21 day. The general idea being is we've come in, we hit the mean, there's a bull div here, and you can have a hidden bear div if you fail here. But given you failed the mean once with a hidden bull div, should get you through to 48.17. But that only happens if XRP starts closing above 40 cents and 44. So pretty much just call it 40 cents. As it starts closing above there, you can expect that bull div to start playing through on higher term time frames. Now we're going to just drop into the quick volatility analysis. What can we see is that whilst XRP is currently below the mean over here, alright, it holds true that price action is going to carry on with negative drift. So my first target on 21 days, 32.79. I will pull up the monthly mean towards the middle or the end. Alright, we've got a little bit of hidden bull div playing through here. This is true if the candle closes above 40 cents 44. Alright, 14-day analysis is the same thing as it comes in. So we'll know for the next 14 day, we've already tested it. So if this holds structure above the cross here, 39.16, I could expect a continuation, at least to test 43.70 as the line comes through. Alright, they hold above the JMAs and the mean reversion point. That will confirm on the RO. Longer term trend looking to push through. So sideways action is what you would be looking for XRP to hold the structure. Doesn't necessarily need a pump right now. If it goes sideways, the pump that can come off of it will be pretty strong. So that's the 14 day. It's broken back in. That's fine. That's fine. First initial return to the downside. If it starts closing below the JMA, you can look for continuation. Now we're on to our 7 day. 7 day volatility analysis says negative drift is what's curling this over at the current time. There's a mean up here at 47.37. Given that it's ridden this thing, this is a data point that is in play, so I will keep an eye out for 47.49. Problem is there's contraction and it's starting to increase to the downside. So the general idea being is when these two lines cross here on the far left, when those two lines cross, this will be a point of liquidity to hold the market. So maybe just call it 38.20 cents. Alright, that's actually quite a far, well, from today's beginning, it's quite a far way away. Now what do we have? We have the 3 day. I like the 3 day. 3 days very quick and very precise. So this is the 3 day. What I would say is an initial front run if it can hold the structure. So on the next 3 day print, you'd want to see the candle close above this thing that's red over here. And if it does that, opens and, or if it closes above it, then it will confirm that this was already front run to the downside, picked up for bull div, and there's your hidden bull div waiting to be confirmed. Blue flashes are off, so as long as it is on the inside of this orange line, it's just going to be rangy. And if it breaks the mean over here, you're going to look for continuation to 36.46. Currently there's positive drift, which is keeping the market above the mean over here on the top right. Alright, that's the positive drift, which is stopping the market on the 3 day from dumping through. Now 24 hour. 24 hour is looking for some expansion. We have some random candles looking for a trend to the downside. Blue flash has ended off. So what I would say for the 24 hour, if the red line over here that you can see goes below orange line, you can look for continuation to 37.79. And that will reverse what we have here. So that will be a negative drift to get it down there. There's a bear div that is forming, and the general idea is the bear div over here, right on this oscillator, will be true if the candle closes below the orange line. If it closes above the orange line, it's going to be harder for the bears to initiate the dumper route to at least the signal. Let's do that. And what do we have here? We have some catch if the bears do get through there with some negative drift. So we can expect that it's going to be hard for, there's two targets here. So it's going to be hard for XRP to necessarily keep it above 3977. Same thing that we're going to watch. We're going to wait for the red line to break through, and we'll more than likely be caught again in this region. What's down here as well is 3935, which is just the mean on the 12 hour. So as you start getting into this, these are your ranges: 3748 for the 12 hour, 4124, and the mean 3928. I like to do the 6 hour mean, so this guy. Why? I just have 4 more candles in the day to see what's forming on the higher term time frames. So it loses its structure if it closes outside of 3983. You can expect downside again to these targets here. If it takes a while on the 6 hour, maybe look for 03 Feb, round about when these cross to 05 Feb. Alright, trend to the downside. When it is red, it's red. So wait for that, and it is in its trending move. So let's see if there's something a little bit bullish in this circumstance. Not so much. So we're on the 3 hour now. Is in its trend contraction, and so that's a bit sideways for the 3 hour. Bear div is coming through. Blue flash has only just begun. We have a 90-minute expansion to the downside, looking for some follow through in the trend, mean reversion. So now we get to go look for the monthly levels. Alright, so I'm going to switch all of these thingies off. And what are we looking for? We're looking for a monthly level. Alright, so this is our monthly level for XRP, 3792. So if it starts failing this structure, you can start to see it here, which is the first outlier of the monthly at 3924. If it fails the first outlier, I would expect a full mean reversion back to 3792. So we've been saying those targets. Now, what is the catch-22? Is essentially this has become a whole range. So I'm just going to say, do this one. So let's just say from here to there is 4.7%. And from there to there is 4.25. So you're looking at a variance of 9%. Okay, that is the range for this month, or at least for the start of this month to the end of this week. That is the current range. That's a mean reversion point, and that's a mean reversion point. So I expect a lot of volatility coming through the book, as these are safeguards. They're both magnets. So if it does pump up there, it will be safest here. If it does drop down a lot more, it wants to be safest here. Even if it runs through, the other side of the monthly is at 3.6, just call it 3.6. Alright, initial target, if it does fail, is over here. Now we're going to go put back on our indicators, and we're going to see if this expansion is going to follow through to the downside. Returns are mean reverting. What can we see? We can see contraction is positively correlated, so this move isn't necessarily over as yet. On the 45 minute is having an outlier event, is curling around. I don't have an outlier event here to confirm. So there we go, is our 15 minute. If it closes above here, it should mean revert back there. Contraction is positively correlated, so it is dumperoos, at least on the 15 minute, looking for mean reversion to follow through. Fail below, let's start to get a little bit more realistic. This is your daily mean, so it wants to be here. During the day, 40 cents 18 is its safe space. As you can see, it's getting hammered on the outside of it right now. Everything is there. So if it can break back through, it wants to be safe here at 40.20, and if it wants to charge the upside, the first target for it to break is 40.40. All right, and the 1 minute, just for fun, expansion to the upside should keep on with a little bit of follow through. Just printed this candle, so we'll wait for 30 seconds. See what that has to say. Into reverse wave trend. Fails below here. I need the ultimate power mean. Aww. Okay, we go blind. This is how we do it. I'm expecting a little pullback into 3980. Fails here, hits here, and then we start looking. If you start closing outside of 3977, look for 3959. I hope that was helpful. Let's just go get our 6 hour ranges. 24 hour range, 24 hour mean 3835. Currently 12 hour mean 39 37, now 6 hour mean. So it wants to mean revert from, and 2 is 40 cents 30. Outlier events on the 6 hour over here, these things will trigger when we get into the orange, 39.31 or 41.37. So patience is a virtue, because of the 21 day, if it closes above 40.51, look for continuation as this bad div that's come through, and that will back that turning around, and the blue flash is switched off. Just have to wait for volatility to confirm these levels, and you'll be right on your way. 14 day has been front run, and these will be the targets, 3, 8, 20, when these two lines cross. Keep the red line above the orange line, look for trend continuation up to 47.49. If you found this information helpful, please do smash the like button with your face and the subscribe button with your bum. I appreciate it. Have a good day further. African Crypto Warlord, out.